Welcome back, Illumineers. Thank you for joining us again for Maleficent Monday. We've got two more ink colors left. Today is Emerald. Emerald is actually one of my favorite ones to play. Um, to me, it's very similar to um, um, the way blue plays in Magic, um, without the annoying part where it stops you from playing stuff. Um, so normally I have one item and one action on my list. Um, Today I don't. Emerald is um, a little short in those areas currently. I do have an honorable mention. It's really a top six instead of a top five, if you will. But um, knows best. Our three cost uninkable song. Return chosen character to their player's hand. Um, this is a bounce spell. Bounce means put it back in your hand or bounce it. It comes from a magic card, Waterfront Bouncer. Um, it's designed to be annoying. It's a tempo card. What it tries to do is it slows your opponent down while you continue your game plan. I included it here because it is a song, and you can easily play it um, for free or for three. This is really the only action or item that I'm interested in currently in this color. Um, Alright, so let's get to the real top five. All of these are characters, and all of them mess with what your opponent tries to do. So I'm going to start here with Jasper, the Common Crook. 3 cost inkable, 2/4 with 1 lore. Storyborn ally, Puppy Napping. When this character quests, chosen opposing character can't quest during their next turn. This is handy when you're in a race situation, which Emerald is very good at messing with your strategy. Um, you can do this to characters with 2 and 3 lore, and slow down what your opponent wants to do. They can choose to challenge your characters or use their ability or just leave them back, but any of those situations are not good, because they're not getting to their end game. And Jasper is a nice uncommon. Stats are a little weird, but having 4 um, willpower is actually really good based on the cards that we currently have and the stats that we currently have. So I've got Jasper on my top 5 list. Next up is another uncommon, and he's very annoying as well. Flynn Rider, Charming Rogue, 2 cost inkable, 1 strength, 2 willpower, 2 lore. Storyborn Hero Prince. Here comes the Smolder. When this character is challenged, the challenging player chooses and discards a card. So I think there are 3 2-costed characters that have 2 lore. We've got the Amber LeFou, who's 1 cheaper if you have a Gaston. Not great. Same stats. The 2-costed Aurora, which is a 2/2, so she has better stats with 2 lore, but no ability. And then you've got Flynn. This Flynn is really good because it really messes with your opponent's resources. You can challenge it, and obviously, when you challenge it, you better make sure you get rid of it, um, because losing cards in hand is rough in this game. Um, Flynn does a masterful job of messing with all of that. Plus, he's putting this down on turn 2 and then questing with it on turn 3. Just advances your game plan and really, he's either going to eat a removal spell, fire the cannons, smash, dragonfire, whatever, um, or he's going to eat another card if he's challenged and gotten off the board. So he does exactly what he's supposed to do. Let's see. Next up is Genie on the Job. 6 cost, super rare. 3 strength, 4 willpower. Storyborn ally, evasive. Has 2 lore. And when you play this character, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. So for twice the printed cost of Mother Knows Best, you get a 3/4 body with evasive and 2 lore. I think Genie, there's 3 really good 6 drops for Emerald. You've got Genie on the Job, you've got John Silver, and you have Mother Gothel. And honestly, all 3 of those are painful to deal with, really mess with your opponent's head. Genie is the hardest of the 3 to deal with because he has evasive. The other 2 are easier to attack, have the same amount of lore. So unless they are in a Ruby deck where you can ready them, and Genie being able to return big characters back to your opponent's hand is fantastic. The one deck that is really painful to with Genie is it doesn't like some of the choices it has with Ruby Emerald. It doesn't like bouncing Ursula's fine, but they're just going to replay it and draw another card. Bouncing Elsa is terrible because they're just going to lock down 2 characters again. Even bouncing a Maleficent is just going to draw them another card. So the decks that have characters that have interplay abilities, this Genie isn't quite as good against, because if that's the only option on the board, you either have to bounce Genie or them, or want them. It is a May clause, so you don't have to bounce anything, but it feels bad because that's what you're wanting to do with it. My next one on the list is Cheshire Cat, Not All There, and I do mean that. 3 costed inkable, 0/3, 2 lore, Storyborn, has no other trait. Lose something. When this character is challenged and banished, banish the challenging character. So Cheshire Cat is definitely a premium, for an uncommon, a very premium character, even though it's doing 0 damage to a challenger. Biggest issues that you're going to run into are if you have a character that you can challenge the cat and not banish it, you can kind of get away with um, swinging into the cat, putting some damage on it, and then getting rid of a character that's blah. Um, but that's also wasting two characters to get rid of the cat when you could be questing with them. That being said, um, it's either that or it has to eat a smash or something of that nature to get rid of it. Um, being a zero, having three willpower is really good. Um, very few straight up removals that get rid of it. Gonna be very annoying to play against, like Flynn Rider, like Jasper. Probably those are probably your staple uncommons for this color. And last but not least, as a matter of fact, he might be the most annoying character, um, both in this game and in the Disney universe. Cusco, Temperamental Emperor, 5 cost, uninkable, 2 strength, 4 willpower, 3 lore, Storyborn King, Ward, and the ability is No Tachi. When this character is challenged and banished, you may banish the challenging character. So what makes this card so good? Ward, meaning you can't have targeted removal, is problem 1. Problem 2 is 4 willpower. There aren't a lot of 4 attack or 4 strength characters that can straight up challenge Cusco and banish him off the table that you want to actually be challenging Cusco. Characters that are going to be that you actually want challenging him are usually blank or inefficient characters that no longer have meaning on the board. That doesn't give you a lot of room to deal with him. Having only 2 strength is something that you can kind of get around, but then again, you're having to challenge with multiple of your characters to get one Cusco off the board, and that's also slowing you down. That's exactly what Emerald wants you to do. And having 3 lore means it's absolutely terrible to have to stare at that, especially after your opponent's played a be prepared and completely wiped the board to get rid of the Cusco that you had on the board, only to have you play another Cusco, and the only thing they can do to slow you down is hopefully play an Ursula to make you lose a lore and them draw a card. How this card is a rare, I will never know. This card is so good. So this is the annoying Emerald. Again, normally, like I said, I like to keep an action and an item in the list because I think some of those are very usable. But it didn't work out as well with Emerald. Next week, I go over my top 5 cards for the last ink color. That would be Steel. Shocking, Steel is probably really good. Until next time, no matter the game, there is no escape from the tiger.